Hello everyone, welcome to Edity Reads. So this video is all about my frustration regarding my academic journey that I have lived as a student. So yeah, this is very random video that I'm shooting this video to get my frustration out of my whole and soul because today my sem 4 results came out and I don't know, usually I do take responsibility of my results, but this time I don't know why, but I have some inner that this is not just about because of my consequences but also the academic, the structure that we have in India. Just if someone who is watching this video don't just get hurt, but this video is nothing but frustration of a student who can't score best. So by the way, let me introduce myself. I'm Aditi Gurav. Right now I have completed my second year. I would be going in third year. So yeah, I am shooting. So this channel is where I discuss about book. So why not talk about my academic journey frustration? By the way, I am the person who loves reading books. Who literally loves reading books. I'm not kind of a person who would say that don't learn as a student, but I love reading books because I have no exams to give regarding them. Because by these books you understand what real life needs are, what actually we want to do in life. And because even though I have not started my career yet as an environment science student, but still I feel that there is a lack of implementation about what we are learning in classrooms and what is happening. Because I had started an internship and I could feel that there is a huge gap between what we are learning and what the fuck is happening in the classroom. I am totally an against as a student from the it has been always an academic pressure because in Indian education system the student who wins who can memorize or who can understand the concepts to the very depth, then only you are capable to write the answers in a good way. But we Indian education system not only lacks that about the structure of only theory exams majorly. Yeah, there are MCQ, but their weightage is low. There are practical exams, but it doesn't hold that much. Then it holds the theory exams, forcing you to remember. Because even though in its MCQ exam, you have to remember the facts which you have to write. God, it's just so frustrating. So let's go back to the school era. In school also, I was a very average kid. Never the person who scored really good in marks. But I would always pass my exams. If there is a 40 marks exam, I would get 25 marks. Yeah, I would say. So during till fifth standard, we had a grading system like good, very good, excellent, outstanding. I would always get good or very good. Yeah, that was the stage. And yeah, I had loads of academic pressures from my parents that I should improve and stuff and stuff and stuff, which is what really interesting. School over, I kid you not, from 8th standard, I was the person from 8th standard to 10th standard. The only thing I used to imagine myself is going out in degree college because for me, school wasn't as good as for the some people. It is not for me, it wasn't for me. It happened, it got finished, very good. In 11th 12th I got into a really terrible college. By the way, in 10th standard I had got 76 marks, 76 percentage. It is, I'm from Maharashtra State Board, so you can tell it's okayish marks, not that good marks. Yeah, it happened. Then in 11th and 12th I got into a very terrible college in Kalyan. It, I have seen the hell because the friends were bad, because the faculty who are teaching in that college were terrible, and it was way kilometers away from our my home. It was really frustrating college. It and the environment over there was really bad. I literally remember one day after coming in college, I was howling. I was crying so much because what I have taken admission, especially in Kalyan Dombivli, there are terrible colleges. You do not have great options. So you don't have any options but to get admission in other state and shift over there, or you have to go to Mumbai. Travel freaking 4 hours daily for your college. So yeah, right now I'm an environment science student. So major problem about me is I really can't memorize and write the answers. Especially especially teachers still when you are 10th standard, they are great. They are qualified to teach you. But in degree college, I don't think so. There are many as rules about who would be teaching you, especially as I'm an environment science student. A chemistry teacher is teaching me environment subject, but you can file her lecture, you can understand that oh, she is also taught it for the first time. You can't see them. Also, uh, a botany faculty teaching you microbiology, which is terrible. Like, I could tell you on what basis my college has qualified the teachers to teach us. Yes, I can understand. I have a terrible writing skills, terrible theory. I can't memorize and stuff, but at least hiring process of our college is terrible. And top of that, I don't have the understanding to understand the subject. Like a subject like basic life science, it's shit to me. I wish we had fully options about which subjects we want to choose. About only which subjects among the subjects we can choose. Not just a forceful that oh, everyone will study the same major, everyone will study the same minor. You know, there is a call in new education policy 2020, you have a open elective subject in which you have choice to which other subjects there are. So out of our subjects there we have options to choose, but they have given us, our college has given us options, but in at the end our college has haven't gave us the option. They have said okay, EVS department will do biotechnology, okay, EVS department will do computer science. So yeah, they are giving options, but at the end the options are have no value because at the end the college decides this. Like, what the fuck? Why the government has decided to give us? Oh fuck! Holy shit! I swear, I right now in 8th standard, the person in me, the child in me used to imagine when I'm gonna get out of this school and get into degree college. The degree college person in me is saying when I'm going to get out of this Indian education system. I'm just done for my life. Like, why do we need exams? Just why? It, and first of all, we are not also learning the things which are going to be applied. Like, in semester 5, we were doing the practical, and we asked the faculty the practical, the experiment which we are doing right now, is it gonna be same applied if we do a job in lab? He was like, no, in lab they do not use basic things like this. Or he said that we are going on really old pattern. Yeah, we are learning those things which are not gonna be applicable when we gonna be in the real life settings. The why the fuck we are learning that, I don't know. God, if you have consumed other videos, you must be knowing that I love reading books. Why do I read books? Because I don't have pressure to learn. Because I would tell you, like, all my academic life, I don't know whether I have studied that subject for me, for my learning sake. I have only studied that subject because we have to write the fucking theory exam. That's it. We have only, even today's, if as we are doing bachelors in environment science, you would ask a faculty, we only study that we have to, in the perspective of that we have to write the theory exam. We do not study. Indian students do not study in the perspective of learning. We do study in perspective of writing only the theory exam, because it is what only holding value, because all the students who have capability of learning by a different method or different perspective, because there are students who can learn only through pictures, there are students who can only learn through hearing it, there are students who can by visually, by hearing, like there are all type kinds of stuff. But no, at the end they have to write the same exam by theory only, because there are students who are good at speaking but not at good at writing, there are students who are good at writing but not memorizing. Like every student is special. But no, we are forced in this fucking education system, and god knows who this created it, but it was really really frustrating. Fuck that shit. Like, you know, I really really like environment science, but the kind of things are happening in my college, a chemistry teacher teaching us natural hazard and stuff, meteorology, such a big subject. Microbiology faculty teaching us biology faculty teaching us microbiology. Like, why the fuck? Like, what the fuck is doing our college management? I can't understand. So if I don't want to quote which my college is, if you know, I would highly recommend not to do environment science over there. Please, no, not worth it. That day I had went to college, and in semester 4 I had a beef with the faculty regarding his subject, that his subject is most illogical thing in the world. Yeah, of course he got chance that day to shout at me and to remove all his frustration because I had hurted his ego. Imagine you are an environment science student and the faculty is teaching you biometry, more median to a degree college student. These are the things which you can do in Excel, computer, and stuff. But no, according to him, you should solve that 1 hour sum every single day. And it's not that only one sum as homework they are giving, it's like 7 to 8 sums. Like, you are gonna spend 8 hours in that sum for that 8 homeworks every single day. Like, how the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that? God. And you know, the faculty told me not to challenge the subject itself because all the faculty members, all the board members have really given the thought about making while making the syllabus. No, I don't think so, because this system is fucking weird and idiotic. They don't know what is happening in the world, they are just sitting in a comfort. There is no any, like, in next semesters we have business environment and business ecopreneurship, and those faculty are gonna teach us who have zero knowledge of business, who have zero experience as a business. I feel you should hire a faculty who can do a part-time teaching, who owns a business, who really knows what goes behind about running a business. No, next year a faculty would be teaching a ECG, EI and stuff, but that faculty has no experience regarding it. Like, you should, I feel the education system needs to hire faculty if subject to subject about what experiences they have. If that faculty does not have an experience about ECG and EIA and stuff, then why the fuck they are teaching us? Like, I have no clue about what the fuck is going in this industry. Yes, education system is an industry. I don't know what is going on, what is happening with us, but I'm really frustrated. But yeah, thank you for hearing my frustration. Love you. Thank you.